Hi, everyone. I'm here with the real Manos
Hello, I'm the real Manos.
and Captain Logan.
Hello, I am Captain Logan.
Yes. Now, there's a reason why Eric isn't here, and Captain Logan's going to give it to us. Tell us why Eric isn't here.
Well, he's trapped inside of a vacuum cleaner, and we're working really hard right now to get him out. We're going to take this quick break to do this news show, but when we're done, we will work very profusely to excavate Eric out of the giant vacuum cleaner.
It's one of those goddamn Dyson ball things. It's like they work too hard. They work
they're perfect. And
I don't know of a house big enough that requires one of those. And, yeah.
it belonged to Galactus. That's why it's so giant. So
he had to vacuum his underbelly.
Or underneath his skirt.
We're supposed to be doing something, right?
I think. I don't know.
Oh yeah, right. News. That's right. So again, I'm going to.
Then vacuum. We've got our priorities straight.
Well, yes, we do. So I'm going to read these along, and I'll let these two talk after I'm done, because I'm a power-hungry monster. Again. I'm still that way, if anyone paid attention.
You and your damn evil.
Mwahaha. I'm working on the laugh. Okay. So, they announced that there's going to be a new game coming out called Green Lantern: The Rise of the Manhunters. Hooray, I think. It's just, I don't know, to me it just seems like, well, there's a movie coming out. Well,
yeah, it's a movie tie-in game.
Well, according to us, if Eric was here...
Who knows what that'll be like.
If Eric was here, he would say it's not going to be anything because it doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's what he would say.
Yes, he would say that. Eric's here in spirit.
Yeah, it's
no, he's here in a vacuum cleaner.
I have nothing on this.
I don't know. It's probably going to be crap because it's a tie-in game.
Yeah, we'll see how it is. I actually kind of like that they're doing that instead of doing a movie game. So, it could be good.
Are the Manhunters going to be in the movie?
I don't know.
I don't know. In fact, if they are, that's cool.
I'm convinced there's going to be a guy named Hal Jordan in the movie, that's all. And even then, that could easily be changed.
I'm still pushing for Guy Gardner to be in the film somewhere.
Just see this guy with his bowl cut, just walking around.
Oh, God. I still think Dennis Leary needs to play Guy Gardner.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Guy Gardner just walks up to a hot dog stand and, steals a hot dog and walks away. That's, all he does. Manos is like, yes, Guy Gardner's in the film.
That's all I need.
And then we see Kyle Rayner just, sketching on a piece of paper. just randomly insert people doing nothing important. That'd be awesome, actually. So, we're going to move on to the next one.
Oh, really? Because it's such a cool story.
I know. We could dissect it for 2 more parts, I know. But we have to move on. So,
all right.
Here's the part where King's angry that he wasn't here today. He's going to be here tomorrow and going to yell at me. Which leads to the best comment he left on the news show today. He was like, "Oh, I'll cheer you up. Don't worry. I'll be happy." No, you won't. So they finally showed us a first look at Young Justice, which is awesome.
I agree. I've been kind of just waiting and seeing on this, and now I've finally seen some footage and listened to the creators talk, and I'm excited. I want to see it. And I didn't know Justice League was going to be in the show, too.
I didn't either. So, that's awesome. I care a lot more than I did, especially because the animation looks really good and looks kind of Bruce Timmmy, and so I'm like,
it's the same design. It's almost the same as Crisis on Two Earths.
It does.
Yeah,
I was going to say that.
Slightly, I think some things are slightly tweaked, but it's the same.
It does look like a spin-off.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll actually say it's a spin-off.
Maybe it's even that continuity.
That'd be cool. I'd like that. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know, people kept asking me, what do you think about it? Are you going to do a video when I see, clips or something, maybe? I can't really make a lot of thoughts out of a picture.
Yeah, I think it's going to take off after seeing some footage. I think it'll be great. It'll go at least 2 or 3 seasons.
Oh yeah. It's cool, and and you guys already said this, but I'm glad that Justice League actually is playing a role, because Teen Titans, I was wondering, you think they'd have one episode where the adults come in and tell them what to do?
Well, it makes me care a lot more, because I was like, Young Justice, why do I care? And because I didn't really know anything about that team, and I thought it was just a bunch of people I didn't know. And then when I realized that A, there's some people in it that I know, and B, they were going to actually do, have it tie into Justice League, I was like, honestly, I kind of wish they would really spin it off from the old Bruce Timm shows, instead of making its own continuity, just because that would be the logical progression.
Well, odds are there will be a bunch of people arguing that it actually does fit in, even though the creators say no, it doesn't.
Even though the creators are not the same creators.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It looks cool, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And
not only was not the Justice League in the Teen Titans show, you know who also wasn't in the show?
Who?
Extras. I mean, did you ever notice, like, there was never anybody on the streets in that show? Does anybody live in this city?
There were times.
Gotta save the Earth, even though there's like no one on it. The entire population of the Earth is us. Preserve Teen Titans kind.
Many people didn't know, but the pilot to Teen Titans was an apocalypse, and the rest of the show is them surviving it, even though random people just pop up and they don't acknowledge an explosion.
It's this strange post-apocalyptic world in which the economy was somehow not affected.
Yeah, the city looks great. All there is are a bunch of teenagers in costumes.
Anyway, so we approve. Moving on.
Hooray! And,
Yay!
So the next thing is, apparently there are going to be helmets in Thor. I saw so many people make a big deal about that because they're on display at Comic-Con, and there was just because the promo pic of the costume of the Thor costume didn't have a helmet, so everyone assumed, oh no, they got rid of the helmet. Actually, I shouldn't joke about that. Me and Eric kind of assumed that's what they did when we talked about it before.
Yeah.
But yeah, hooray! They have head protection.
See, this is the danger that you get into these days with like all this instant information, where we start worrying about really silly stuff like that. Where it's like, remember back in the day where you didn't know everything before a movie came out?
I know, it was crazy. It was.
Where you didn't see concept art of something like Captain America's costume like years before the film came out.
Oh, I know. I mean, you had to wait until it was in Starlog.
I had a subscription to Starlog at one point.
Thanks for telling me what it was like in the old days, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, but I love this picture, the case with the helmets in it.
They look nice.
Yeah,
it looks great.
It looks like the most successful kick-ass high school football team ever.
The Asgardians.
The Fighting Asgards.
What's their ascot? Just a guy in a giant Volstagg costume?
What's the Asgardians' ascot?
I meant mascot. I don't know what I said.
Well, you said ascot, which amused me.
I swear I said mascot, but you're probably right. I have a learning disability, so I commonly replace words. So let's move on.
To those around.
Thanks, guys. You made me feel so great with this gift I have.
When the Asgardians go to play football, every time they think they just call it Siege.
And their cheerleaders are called the Valkyries.
Who do they play against?
The Skrulls.
And the Dark Avengers. Okay, we're just going to move on. Unless you guys have any more football puns you want to put in.
No, we're good. We're good. Go on.
This isn't sports related. There's this thing going on, if you two aren't sure, called the Multiverse, which is this miniseries. In case you don't know, because I talk to people, they ask me, "What are you talking about?"
Denzel Washington was in that movie, right?
It didn't make a lot of money. No. Well, Grant Morrison announced that one of the 10 books is going to be Thunderworld, and it's going to be him writing it with Cameron Stewart on the art, and it's going to, because they all take place on one of the different multiverse planets, hence the name, in case my audience isn't getting that right now. Hooray, I'm now making fun of my audience again. I love my audience. So, yeah, it's going to be based in a world where Captain Marvel and the Marvel family are the main characters.
That is an alternate universe.
Yep.
Where people care about them.
What are we talking about? Yeah, and do you guys have anything to say? I didn't have anything to say.
Nothing.
No,
The multiverse stuff bores me.
Well, we're gonna switch over.